Hey, what's up everybody? It's Jimmy Grappone here with the CLT Life, and today I'm in Tega Cay, South Carolina at the Model A Brewing Company. I'm talking to Brad O'Connor, who's the head brewmaster here, as well as Tony LaMonica, who's one of the owners and the events coordinators. Guys, thanks so much for taking a little bit of time to talk to us and tell us a little bit about your brewery.
Yeah. Thank you for being here.
Cool. So there's so many breweries in and around the Charlotte area. What makes you guys special?
We focus on being a family-friendly establishment. As you can see, it's big, it's expansive. We've got plenty of room for people to walk around and be socially distanced. It's just a great place for people to come. This is very community-oriented. We like to think of most people that come in here, they eventually be like our cheers. They eventually come in and we'll have a spot to sit.
Yeah.
They'll meet with Tony. They'll have a conversation. We see them all the time. It's our community.
Awesome. One of the things that I noticed that sets you apart from a lot of the breweries is actually offering food.
Yeah.
A lot of them you have to order from somewhere else. So we've got one of these big Bavarian pretzels out here. So tell us a little bit about what's on the menu.
For food, we've got a Mexican style menu. We've got tacos, which are fantastic. So everything that you're going to get here is completely fresh every time. Case in point is our super pretzel. Everybody that comes in here loves this.
I can't wait to try that thing. I don't want to break it apart yet, but
I'm going to go on record. This is the best pretzel in North and South Carolina.
And I'm going to test it out, and I'll let you know what I think about that. So we've got a nice little flight here. I got a little sample of the Dreamsicle, which is
It's a creamsicle cream ale.
Okay.
It's got notes of orange and vanilla, and it tastes comparable to a creamsicle.
Yeah. The next one here is Tega Haze. I think this is one of your more popular IPAs, right? Tell us a little bit about the Tega Haze.
So the Tega Haze it's a fairly potent hazy. It's 7.0% ABV. It is generously dry hop, similar to all the good hazy IPAs that you've tried. It has huge notes of citrus in it, and it's got a great mouthfeel, and it's just an easy drinking, pretty powerful beer.
Nice.
People love it.
Yeah, it's my favorite, I think, of the ones I've tried. The next one is the
Sunrise Mist. It's a juicy IPA. We call it a juicy because it's brewed in the same manner as a hazy, but we use the yeast that cleaned it up, so it's still got that tropical IPA feel to it.
Okay, and then the last one, this one's really cool too. This is a ginger IPA.
Yeah.
Or ginger beer, not a ginger IPA, right?
Yes, it's a ginger ale. Suki is the name of that one.
Okay.
Named after a friend of mine who happens to be a redhead.
Suki, you said?
Suki.
Suki, okay. So we were talking a little bit off camera about your about the philanthropy that you're involved in, Stash Strong. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, the Stash Strong is actually brain cancer. Part of our proceeds will go to brain cancer awareness, and the Stash beer that we do for the proceeds is considered a smash beer. So it's Stash Strong smash beers, and that's a single malt and single hop beer.
Okay.
And ours is going to be a golden. It's called Golden Stash.
Okay. It's part of a bigger program, right?
Correct. There's over 200 bars in the U.S., 200 breweries that actually do proceeded full beers for this event, and it's always every May is brain cancer awareness.
Okay, and they're all called, they're Stash Strong is the name of the event.
There's a big social media push on this. If you Google hashtag Stash Strong, you'll see all the breweries that are participating in the event, and ours is one of the ones in South Carolina that's happy to participate.
Nice. Well, speaking of South Carolina and local beers, there's another really cool local beer that you're putting out later this month in conjunction with I think the Ann Springs Greenway.
Yes. Well, in conjunction with Springs Farm, so not quite tied to that, but
okay.
Yeah, we're putting out what's called a Springs Farm Strawberry Kolsch. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be limited release. We're going to do it one time a year.
Yeah.
We explicitly waited until May so as we could get the sweetest strawberries. So as we didn't get the early strawberries, we got the part of the season strawberries. I picked up 200 pounds of strawberries earlier this week.
Oh wow!
Sitting in the back in the.
That was a workout.
That's not something I like doing, but I'm going to appreciate what the output is. I think everybody else will as well.
So you've got such a great space here. You've got this huge long bar. You've got the roll-up doors. You've got space, all around. It's the perfect place to host events. So, what type of events do you guys do here? Do you have music and things like that?
Right now, we're doing music scenes every Saturday and Sunday. It's just 1 to 3:30 in the afternoon. Try to get that midday, nice afternoons. Have some just acoustic feel. We're not doing any big bands right now. but
Not yet.
the acoustic part does well. Everybody's ready to listen to music again. So we've been doing that every Saturday and Sunday, 1 to 3:30 in the afternoons, and we'll probably finish that out going into the summer.
Model A Brewing, how'd you come up with that?
Two different sides. All of our parents and family are into classic cars and collecting cars. But secondly, it kind of gave us our motif on how we are set up here, going back in time to the 1930s. And since Prohibition was over at the end of 1929, the Model A truck was the #1 manufactured truck, which was the fastest truck at the time, was the 1928 and 1929 Ford Model A.
Which is probably used in some bootlegging, I would imagine, right?
Yeah. That was moving the hooch. So
yeah.
That also gave us another platform to get into our good bourbon selection, as well as just our beers. It gives us our backbone on bourbon, beer.
Well, that's another thing that I think that differentiates you from a lot of the other breweries. Most breweries you're going into, and your drink selections are beers, which you have a great selection of beer, but you also have the bourbon too.
We're very proud of our bourbon selection.
Yeah.
There are very few places that have the quality of bourbon that we have. We range from Blanton's to Peerless to Widow Jane. Like, it's all the good stuff. Angel's Envy. Like, if you're a bourbon person, come down and check us out. I promise you won't be disappointed. We offer free bourbon smoking, so any drink you want, we'll smoke for free. But all of our stuff is top shelf. We went in not wanting to put cheap liquors on. That's not who we are. We want to be a place where people can come in, unwind after work, have a nice drink, have a nice time, and enjoy the nice atmosphere.
That's awesome. One question I always like to ask people is, why is it so important to support local businesses?
Great question. For me personally, this establishment is who Tony and I are as people, and all the rest of our owners. Like, we love that people in our neighborhood, our friends, our family can come in and have a place to convene, to chat with us. Like, it's just a good place to hang out.
What I've learned since we've become a brewery is all the other breweries in and or around here, everybody supports each other. It's a brewery community. Nobody wants to see any other brewery fail. We're all in it together. We're trying to build each other up, do some collabs here and there with other breweries, and it just turned into a big family, and that is still all in a local sense.
We're drivable.
Great place.
Yeah.
We're drivable from both the new side of Tega Cay and the old side of Tega Cay. We're golf cartable from both sides. It's 35-mile-an-hour roads in and out.
Yeah.
And if you come on a Saturday or Sunday, you'll see a line of golf carts parked out here, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
That tells you what's local.
Yeah. Well, guys, thanks so much for spending a little bit of time with me. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me out. I can't wait to sink my teeth into this Bavarian pretzel. And yeah, just thanks for taking the time to tell us more about your brewery here. That's your baby. You know, it's your pride and joy, and I can really tell it really shines through.
Yeah.
And thanks everyone for taking some time to watch this latest episode of the CLT Life and getting to know Brad and Tony here. Make sure you come on out to Model A Brewing. So they're located in Tega Cay, South Carolina, in the Fort Mill area. How do people find you on social media and online?
Model A Brewing on Facebook. We are model_A Brewing on Instagram. And if you just Google us, you'll find us.
Sounds great. Be sure to come out, check them out soon.